Hi everybody, this is Wise with another video of mine here. We're gonna shoot today ILS Localizer 4 at Janesville, and that's gonna be not just a simple approach, ILS approach, but we will do a DME ARC. We'll do a DME ARC. Basically, we are somewhere around here, and we will intercept that radial of 109. And about 8.5 DMEs. We can start our initial turn to the left 90 degrees. That first turn is always 90 degrees when you are doing DME arcs. And then we will twist to the right and then turn to the right 10 degrees. To be very accurate, it's usually 5 degrees twist and turn, but we can turn that. We can try that too, but we'll keep twisting and turning all the way up till we catch our lead radial of this Janesville VOR, which is 206, and then after that we'll catch localizer inbound shooting approach, and we will be at around so we will be descending once we intercept the localizer. Basically it's halfway. We will start our descent. Let's put it this way. Once we established on the localizer, we start our descent up to 2,700. Then that's our final approach fix, and then come down all the way to our minimums. Let's straight in 4 at 1,006 half statute mile visibility. Forget about these numbers; these are military. And then if you want to do localizer approach is 1400, and then circling is 1 mile visibility. And then mist approach is you going mist. This is what it explains: 1700 straight, and then up to 1700 you climbing straight after MEP, and then 3100 right turn. Climbing to 3,100, and then hold at Rockford, and says Rockford radial of 278. Hold at that radial. So let's go ahead and proceed with this DME arc. So obviously we have two. We do have two navs here in the Cessna 172R models, Airfoil Labs, in X-Plane 11. It's very nice scenery and nice aircraft as well. So I just stopped it right here in the middle. So we're just gonna be intercepting this radial of 109. Off of Jamesville, radial 109 off of Jamesville. So let's get in the cockpit, and we'll try to alright, there it is. See if we got, okay, that's perfect. So I'm gonna unpause it, and we are at 3,100. We haven't gotten the Janesville frequency 114.3, so I'm going to put it in nav 2. There you go, 114.3, and the radial of 109 needs to be twisted to 109 radial. There it is. So we're going to be going inbound, catching radial 109, and we will be going inbound to the station. So reciprocal of 109 would be 289. So we'll be going catching it and going 289 until DME. Let's put the DME. I have a DME measuring equipment here. See if that works for us. Otherwise we'll put the approach, the localizer 109.1 and nav 1 109.1, but let's see if we can get that approach in GPS here. And load 109.1. I wonder why it didn't just automatically update itself. Oops, it's very complicated. So alright, there we go. So 109.1, and we're gonna have it in nav1. Obviously 290 VLOC, and GPS is already set. So then everything else is set for us. We're just gonna catch this Lawson, and I'll show you which way you need to turn. Since you will be going 278, you just need to do 90-degree turn to the left. You will see it. It's gonna be very easy for you. Let's make this a little bit brighter, but should be okay. Alright, so I'm gonna pause it, and we're gonna fly this heading here until we catch the radial 109, and we're gonna start flying inbound. Alright, so let's put this frequency here. Uh, 114. One 4.23. There it is. DME distance is set. We're at 3,100. Currently we're flying autopilot, so let's catch the radial of 109. So inbound. To catch the radial, by the way, is basically I already did that, but the formula is parallel the course is 289. So you're gonna fly 289. That's first thing. Let's do that so you guys can practice on that too, how to intercept the radials. So let's go flying 289. Now tune in ID number 2, and then find your position. So let's get wait till it settles in. So what is the difference between 109 and about 6? So double that difference will be 12. So 20 degrees turn. Which way it needs to turn? Look at the needle. Which way is it going? So 33 toward 333, 330. So about 20 degrees to the right to catch the more than 20 degrees. So no less than 20 degrees, no less than 20 degrees, no more than 90 degrees turn. So we're gonna go right turn to about 40 degrees or so, intercept it quicker. Alright, and we are 3,100 feet MSL. So here we go. We're gonna get back to our 109 radial is going to come up soon. And it's about 13 miles, so 8.5 DME, we're going to start our turn. Once it comes down, we're going to start. So when it comes centered, because it's radial, we need to go to the station, right? To the station, this pointer shows that we need to go toward down here, these numbers. So these numbers, 109 is right up here, reciprocal right up here, the arrow. This arrow shows reciprocal of 109, which is 289. So we're going to start our turn to 289 once we get this needle centered. Almost there, coming in. There's one dot left there, and we are gonna go ahead and turn to 89. Okay, so now we're turning to 89 inbound. So now we're gonna look, just follow this so you don't get confused. Now it's reverse course reversal, okay? Don't make it, bearing. You could do bearing 289, but don't just keep it here because it's gonna confuse you for now, at least, until you practice a couple of times. Once you practice a couple of times, then you will be fine. You can just twist this to 2 indication and go toward the station. Right now we are going to the station. We are somewhere around here. We're about 10-11 miles. So once we come 8.5 DMEs, we're going to start our 90-degree turn, which shows right up here. It's 200. We're going to start our turn to 200. Alright, it goes toward 30. We're going to go a little bit to the right to make sure we are on our radial. So whenever needle moves, either it moves this way or this way, so take a look at these numbers. What numbers is moving toward? The way you going toward the station, like if it has 2, if the needle moves this way, look at these numbers. If the needle is this way, look at these numbers. Alright, let's go to the right a little bit more. So we are about 9.0 DMEs. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're magnetic compass wise, we're good. So we gotta better get ready to turn 8.6. There we go. We're gonna start our turn 90 degrees to the left. So it's gonna be 200. And what we're gonna do at this point, we have this activated. Try to get nav1 working. Now that we turn to the left, our initial turn is 3,100. There we go. Let's discuss this. So now we're doing 90-degree turn to the left at 3,100. Now, rest of the initial turn is to the left. If we would have been coming from here, we would have done the right turn initial, then left, keep going left. So since we're going from southeast, we are doing left turn to circle to the left here. Alright, so there it is, coming to our heading. Now what we have to simply do is basically to stay within 8 DME, we just need to turn this to the right 10 degrees and then look at your DME distance. It's coming in, so see it increases a little bit. So go to the right 10 degrees, and wait there. Now it centers here. Turn a little 10 degrees to the right, so 220. There it is. 220, and twist this to the right. God damn it. To 130. And wait for that to come in. Since we need to, let's make it 15 degrees because it's 8.2, kind of getting away further. There's 8.1. Now we'll wait for the needle. What we need to pay attention to is our lead radial of 206. So when it comes to 206, right up here, 206, we start our turn to catch our localizer. But to do a smart move to catch a localizer, we need to always pay attention. We can do 5 more degrees, turn to the right. Pay attention to the DME. So in order for us to know what is our the approach course, we need to set that approach course and ready 44. So 044 is our final approach course to the inbound to shoot the ILS. So 7.9, I would stop right here for a little bit. So because we're getting closer to the station, let it pass and just twist it. And we can do about 5 degree turn to the right. Since it's 7.9, we don't have to do sharper turn because we kind of it's hard for me to twist this knob with the mouse. So we got 7.8 now. Watch that out. Don't turn too much. So a couple of degrees, like 5 more degrees, should do it. There we go, and twist this 10 degrees to the right. Almost coming up. Our lead radial is coming up, so alright. Always think ahead. What do you have to do next? After you lead 206 radial, what are you gonna do? You have to make sure you have your approach plate and make sure you start your descent once you established on the localizer. So what I would do, I would twist this 10 degrees, but I will wait with my turn a couple of seconds here. Alright, there we go. Coming back to 7.9, so there we go. Let's keep going, keep rolling to the right. Alright, it's coming up. And there it is, our localizer is alive. We can now read the Morse code, just look at it and make sure it is the localizer. Just Just look at it and then memorize these dots. Good, that's it. And alright, so you're gonna turn that off. And we are 8.0 DMEs. Now we're gonna turn to the right 10 degrees, and we're gonna turn this to 190. We almost had our lead radial here. Make our 2 more degrees to the right. Okay. There's our 200 radial. We're gonna turn 10 degrees to the right and wait till it comes in. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the autopilot, and we will fly manually here. So might as well, we got 7.9, we might as well just put it at 206 here. This radial here. There it is, my radial is coming up. Remember, always make sure you establish on the localizer, then start your descent if you're cleared for the approach. Okay, do not start your descent unless you have that localizer established. And when you know it's established, it's halfway in, halfway. Alright, so there we go. Our lead radial is passed, so we're gonna go ahead and start our turn toward the I'm just gonna make it 10 degrees to the right and keep that DME going. So about 10 degrees. Actually, it's gonna come fast if I don't start my turn, so I'll just go ahead and do the turn. Keep turning because 044 is my localizer. So it's better to have it about 030 or something. There it is, localizer live. So let's stay right up here. Let's get it centered right quick. And then once it's halfway, do not start your descent yet. Let's get it halfway. There you go. We're established inbound, so we're gonna go ahead and start our RPM reduced. Going down. And our minimum is 1,006 feet, so we're going down to 2,600. 2,700 if you look at your approach plate. out on that localizer. If we don't have a glide slope, it's gonna be 4 minutes to my MAP, and we're gonna press the timer. Oops, let's not go below minimums. Alright. There's glide slope coming down, so we are good. We don't have to worry about timer. Just wait for the glide slope live already. There it is. Alright, there's my outer marker. RPM 15. Fuel select the boat, mixture rich, and start my descent. 500 feet per minute descent. And under 110, flaps goes 10. Don't let it balloon on you. Look at your VSI. And my minimums are 1006, so 1000 to go. 100 to go. $100,006. There we go. And just gonna land VFR here. Alright, let's stop here and take a look at our, what the heck happened? Don't tell me. Oops. Alright. It crashed on me, no problem. Continue. So let's take a look at this. So here it is. That's what we did, okay? We came here, we were coming this way, and then we did the formula. We applied the formula, and we caught the we applied the formula, and we intercept a radial of 109, and then we just basically did 90-degree turn, and then 10 to the right, twist to the right, 10 to the right, twist to the right, all the way to lead radial, and from there we just basically caught the localizer and went down, shot an approach. Looks to me pretty straight down. So the DME ARC is not bad. So the main point here is basically catch the radial inbound, and that's when you do turn and twist to the right. And see, no approach selected. See if I can. No approach selected. What do you mean? Oh. JVL runway 4 we did, right? JVL runway 4. So that's where we had flaps 10 and pretty much all the way down. It wasn't that bad. So we shot an approach, and it was really started our descent from outer marker right up here, 5.7 nautical mile, and flaps right up here, 3 degree, 3 degree, 3 degree, 3 degree, all the way down. That was not bad. So one thing to get out of this video is not this crash, obviously. Just make sure So assume that you already did the approach checklist and you come in, intercepted the radial inbound to the station. Obviously, there's no radial to the station, it's always bearing to the station. But this radial, if you catch it and come toward the station, and then if the needle goes to the right, obviously you're going to go to the left to correct for it. Otherwise, if you don't know that, if you don't know how to intercept and track radials, and you don't know the reverse course, then you need to watch my VOR videos, so you understand fully what is going on, like why you need to go away from the needle to intercept the needle. So you can come down doing that all the way to Lawson, which is 8.5 DME distance, and then start your left turn. So you give about 5 DMEs and then start your turn 90 degrees. Your first initial turn is always 90 degrees, and then you twist to the right, 10 to the right turn. Twist the nav to the right 10 degrees and then turn to the right 10 degrees all the way to your elite radial. You will see that when you twist it to the 206 radial of Janesville, then you know that that's your elite radial. You start, turning a little bit faster to turn like 45 degrees to intercept that radial, the localizer. Okay, but somewhere around here, make sure you have tuned it and make sure to press the nav so you can ID it. Once it kicks in, once you catch it, you will start IDing the localizer. Alright, hope you understood. Once you understand how it works properly, how DME ARC works, then go ahead and you can fly 2 indication, not reciprocal of 109 is 289. So put a 289 and then turn, same thing, and then twist. You have to make sure you twisting the right way. Alright, hope you enjoyed this DME ARC video. It's just very simple approach. At the end, I crashed the plane. Damn it. But yes, again, this is Weiss. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, please. Write a comment if you need to change anything, or if you have any opinion about this video. Go ahead and write it down below so I can catch up with you and explain things for you. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you later. Bye.